here to support Suraj Patel. Let's find out a little more about his campaign and who Suraj Patel actually is. Only on DissDash with Suraj.
I have been told time and time again, why don't you wait your turn in this race? But of course I wouldn't wait my turn in this race because this city is defined by people who don't wait their turn.
So your parents were immigrants and you were born in Mississippi and then you moved to New York, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I grew up in Indiana, but I moved to New York City when I was 22 years old to come to law school here at NYU. First opportunity I got to, and well, you know, once you move to New York, it's really impossible not to call it home and leave. So I've stayed here ever since.
Why does New York feel like home for you?
I came to New York City. I was 22 years old. I get on the subway on West 4th Street by NYU. I look around that subway and I see literally every single type of person possible on one train. White, black, brown, Asian, Hispanic, gay, straight, whatever. And when you look around you realize that in those differences, everyone is the same, only in this city. It's a unique place. And that's it. That's when I realized I was home.
I think that Suraj brings a completely new perspective and frankly one that's very welcome, and also new blood. The future is going to be decided by people under the age of 40, and I think that there's no better time than the president to start electing them to Congress to make the changes that we need.
So what drove you to politics? What was it? I know you were in law school, but did you always want to run for office? What was the journey like?
I'm a child of, or a product of, sort of studying the 60s and saying campaigns can be a source of hope, can be a source of civic engagement and involvement, can be a source of optimism, and it's just not being done like that anymore. And you know, I joined the Obama campaign when I was in law school, and I have a master's in public policy from Cambridge, and I've been teaching policy and ethics actually for the last 3 years at NYU down the street. And this is that moment, you know, this is that moment that says, hey, where are we going to be when the most marginalized among us are under siege and under attack every single day? And I couldn't sit on the sidelines anymore.
I know I raised the right kid to be a congressman and more.
What is the importance of engaging youth?
This is the largest generation in American history. Ours is. In last March, we became the largest voting bloc in American history. Now, everybody knows that our generation, at this point, has the obligation to step up and lead because the last one has failed us on so many issues, time and time again. But youth are never engaged by political campaigns in a traditional way. Most campaigns say, hey, young people, they're not going to vote. Minorities, they don't turn out. Immigrants, they don't register. And it's the only business that blames its customers for not buying a terrible product.
This is a huge moment for the South Asian community in New York City and the United States in general. The campaign we've been running is really groundbreaking for the community and also for millennials and the youth. This is a moment where we can really change the course of politics. This can be setting the tone for the blue wave that's about to go across America in 2018, and it's incredible that Suraj is at the tip of that wave.
It's really empowering to see somebody that you know will stand up for the wider New York demographic and not cater to a certain interest.
The future is the one thing that campaigns and politics give so little attention to. That everything is always about 2 years and 4 years and winning the next election and perpetuating your office instead of saying, how do we deal with climate change? How do we deal with $23 trillion of debt and high taxes and 38,000 gun deaths a year? How do we do those things? And if we're not going to do them, if this generation that's in leadership right now is not going to do them, we cannot wait our turn because we honestly can't afford to.
It's wrong to box ourselves because we are so much more than just South Asians living in the city. We are an integral fabric of the city.
What are some of the issues that you're going to focus on?
The most pressing issue facing us right now is immigration. 11 million people live in this country without documentation, plus there are illegal visa holders, and every one of them right now is under attack and siege by this administration, and because ICE, which right now is being used with impunity, is terrorizing our gurudwaras and our mosques and our temples and our synagogues and our churches and our schools and our courthouses and every single thing across all 50 states and all our cities. And instead of allowing Donald Trump to continue doing that, we have an obligation to stand up for the most marginalized among us.
I'm here to support a South Asian, not because he's just a South Asian, but he's an educated person who is going to listen and have empathy for all the minorities, for all small groups, He knows how it is to come to this country and make a dream. This country is made of immigrants.
We have a current Congress member who is representative of the past. Everyone in this room is representative of the future. And the future is in our hands if we believe in the beauty of our dreams, and those dreams are represented by Suraj Patel.
We are asked that existential question when we go to a MetroCard kiosk. Do you want to add value or do you want to add time? Only somebody who wants to add time consistently takes easy votes and then looks backwards and says, I regret them. That is not leadership. Right here you have somebody that's looking to add value.
Why are you here today?
I am here because Suraj Patel represents the future of New York City, the future of this district, and the future of this country. We're coming at a time where a lot of our rights are under assault, and we need bold, progressive leadership, and that person is Suraj Patel. That's why he has my full support to be in the U.S. Congress.
What is it about South Asians that sets them apart?
I think absolutely the work ethic, the ability to be innovative, the flexibility in terms of knowing your roots coming from India and also being an American citizen. I think it's a very unique immigrant story that's what makes America great.
Politicians should reflect the temperature of its constituency. I want to support a candidate who's trying to make an impact.
Could you tell us a little bit about your experience of being the mayor of Hoboken?
Sure, it's been a wonderful experience. I served on the city council for 8.5 years, and my predecessor asked me to run for mayor to continue the good work we've been doing over the last 8.5 years. So it's been a wonderful experience. You have a lot of ability to help people, impact their lives, and make change. And just by being a South Asian mayor or an Indian mayor, it reflects well upon the community. When you succeed as a mayor, it's a benefit for the entire Indian community.
My name is Raj Goyal, and I'm a former Kansas State representative where I was elected and served for 4 years. Now I live in New York. I'm a proud New Yorker, and I'm the co-founder of the Indian American Impact Project, which is a new nonprofit organization dedicated to training and electing Indian Americans.
As somebody that's empowering South Asians, and you yourself have held a position in the office, what are your views on Suraj Patel?
I think it's very exciting that Suraj has put himself out there. He's running an extremely exciting race, not only bringing new media and new people into the political system, which we should all be behind, regardless of party, but he also represents, I think, the best of the Indian American tradition, which is to fight for your seat at the table.
It reminds me of Obama. When we used to listen to Obama, young, energetic, Harvard lawyer. So, Suraj reminds me of Obama, and I think, the energy he has, the potential he has is just phenomenal.
He represents what we are sorely lacking in our political representation.
Believe in the beauty of your dreams. The sky is the limit in this country. There's absolutely no conflict between who you are as an Indian American and your ability to be the most successful person possible.
June 26, 7% of this city votes, or this district votes in a congressional primary. That's like 11,000 votes is all we need to win this election. Anyone who is in that, who's watching this, that knows anybody in New York City, anybody anywhere in New York City, call them up. Tell them about this campaign. Tell them to look us up. Every single vote matters. If we change who votes, we change our future.
Vote for Suraj. He's young, he's dynamic, he's talented, he's full of fresh ideas, and he's here to make a change. So New Yorkers, wherever you are, on June 26th, step out and vote for Suraj Patel. #NewBlood.